from the garden, we are from the flood. We are from the angels singing, all you need is love. We are from the mountain, and the hope blowing on the wind. We are from the garden, we are from the flood. We are from the angels singing, all you need is love. We are from the mountain, and the hope blowing. We are from the garden, we are from the flood. We are from the angels singing, all you need is love. We are from the mountain, and the hope blowing on the wind. We are from the one within. Oh, 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 oh.
So as Shabbat comes to a close, we're ending our peacefulness of Shabbat with these moments of Havdalah. You know, one thing we were thinking of this morning at services, people keep talking about all the things that aren't happening in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of the realities that the coronavirus has brought into our lives and our world, the things that we've missed, the things that we anticipated, the things that haven't occurred. And that's true, but I want to reframe that for a moment. I want to think of the things that have been brought into our life, to find something that we can notice a little more keenly, that we can see positive in our world, that we bring into it in a sense. I know for me, it's the fact that we get services like this Havdalah. We wouldn't have been doing this. I have my son Nathan here with me to song lead and help out and volunteer on this. He didn't volunteer. I told him he could help out. But to share in these moments and to celebrate that, and that's a gift. That's special. And so think of that for a moment as we create this time together, as we say goodbye Shabbat, as we find time as a community. For us, it's a way to connect. Because I think any way we connect today is a blessing. Even being socially distant and remote in times like this, through our technology, through our music, through our prayers, we're connected, we're community. And that's our blessing. With the sweetness of this time, of this day of Shabbat, as we say goodbye to it, we hope for more sweetness in our life, that we find, that we see, that we create the setting sun and the beauty in our world, that we make sure we notice. As we say the blessing, Berei Pri Hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen borei pari hagafen.
The spices, of course, are something fragrant, something beautiful that we recognize as we smell them. reminding us of those things that are beautiful in our world, but also the variants and differences that exist that we notice as well. Of course, all of Havdalah is about us recognizing that which we can recognize as different between holy, which is special, and everyday. And how much more important is that in the midst of these days that blend together. But I love the spices reminding us of the uniqueness that each one of us is in this world. The fact that we're all B'Tselem Elohim, created in the image of God. And we each bring something special into our world, into our community, into the sense of being that we have together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Borei minei v'samim.
Borei minei v'samim Borei minei v'samim
The candle, the braided candle, this flame that is created when all these wicks come into one. 6 wicks into a flame of Shabbat, 6 days into this one day that we pause and we notice the holiness of time. As Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches, the fact that Shabbat is our island in time and is that light that we bring into our world, and how special that is, how meaningful that is, and how it illuminates everything else in the rest of the week. I love the fact that Shabbat helps us recognize creation as well, and the tradition that we hold our hand up to it, in a sense, seeing the intricacies of creation in our world and the beauty of that as well. As we say the blessing that ends, Morei Morei Ha'esh, God has created the light of the fire.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei Morei Ha'esh Borei Morei Ha'esh Yadai 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 Yadadai, 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 yadadai. Our last blessing, Hamavdil ben Kodesh l'chol. God, who has given us the ability to distinguish between that which is holy and that which is everyday, that which is special and that which is ordinary. And how meaningful it is that we as humans can distinguish, that we notice things in our world. Shabbat is that moment we pause to make sure we notice, that we see, that we sense, that we feel, that we taste, we touch, we experience. And so as we extinguish the Havdalah candle with that blessing, so is it a reminder for us to hold on to for the rest of the week how blessed we are as humans. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol.
We say Shavua Tov, wishing one another a good week, a week of peace, a week of hopefulness, a week that we create, again, that we make magical in what we do in our relationships and how we connect with everyone as well. We wanted to conclude Alex night with the singing of Hashkivenu, that prayer that traditionally is said in the evening. That's correct, right? That's what you're getting ready for, okay. That is a prayer that reminds us of the reality of what's unknown in our world. You know, the rabbis taught that sleep was 1/60th part death, and that our soul left us at night and united with God. And if we woke in the morning refreshed, then God put that soul back into us, and we're blessed. So there was a sense of fear as you got ready for bed at night too, of what is unknown. It's not just that they didn't understand sleep and even even though we may know some more, we still are unsure of all of that. But I think it's also the reality of we never know what tomorrow brings. We have hope, we believe, we expect the sun to rise and for our breath to return and the goodness that we experience today to be there as well. But Hashkivenu says to us, let us lie down in peace, God. Permit us to wake up in the security of knowing we're safe and loved. Be a shield around us. Keep enemies, disease, violence, hunger away from those we love. Because we understand that which we don't understand. We understand that not everything always makes sense. And what we want is to make sure those we love and ourselves are protected. And Hashkivenu sort of gives that, it articulates that reality in this prayer, in this sense of peacefulness that we create as we say goodnight to one another.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechayim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us with wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechayim. Save us for the sake of men. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechayim.
And so, as we say, Shavua Tov and Laila Tov, a few things to share. On the Shir Shalom calendar, there's morning minyan tomorrow at 10 a.m. And that's a Zoom service, and if you want the link to that, let any of us know. At 9 a.m. on Monday morning, there'll be Monday morning musings. And my guest this week is Rabbi Mike Moskowitz, who we will be studying together and learning together. And I hope you'll jump on board with that. Monday morning musings is 15 quick minutes of intention of starting the week with something to think about and chew on and to percolate and hold on to for the rest of the week. And so sometimes I'll bring someone to share with and to have some meaningful conversations with. And so I hope you'll jump on board on that on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live as well. At 12 o'clock on Tuesday is our Israel class. And that is with our friend Benny Levin in Israel with his drone, and Rabbi Daniel teaching about some of the magnificent places. This week, they're going to Masada. And so that's a Zoom class as well. Contact us at Temple. We can get you the link for you to sign up for that as well. I want to thank my friend, Brian Fishman, our executive director, for working behind the scenes and helping out tonight again and making sure we're broadcasting well. And he reminded me too that we had a great trivia night this past week on Wednesday night with, I think, over 145 people competing, different teams. And we have our next trivia night on June 10th. Is that the right date, Brian? I'm waiting to see the text. I think it's June 10th. And so June 10th on Wednesday night, you can join as a team. And it's a great opportunity to gather together. It was lots of fun. There are prizes, restaurant gift cards that we gave out for those who won. And so we hope you can be a part of that. So thanks for joining with Shir Shalom on our Havdalah service. We'll continue doing this each week, either me or Cantor Penny and Rabbi Daniel And Nathan, thank you for helping out tonight.